The story begins in the heart of a silent forest. Amid this quiet wilderness, we meet Anna, a lone survivor. Her face is smeared with a homemade paste meant to mask her scent. She walks to a nearby lake, washing away the grime. It's clear she's been living here for a while. Her only companion is an old but functioning car, which she uses to store food and escape if needed. Inside the trunk are cans of preserved meals, her only form of nutrition in this dying world. Years ago, a deadly virus swept across the globe. It killed over half the population, and those who didn't die, many of them turned into savage, mindless creatures, hunters of the living. When the outbreak started, Anna fled the city with her husband Jason and their young daughter. They came to the forest, close enough to home, but far enough to stay hidden. Jason, a former camper and survivalist, knew the area well. He taught Anna how to hunt, forage, and defend herself, preparing her for a world that no longer had rules. But life was never easy. One day, their daughter fell ill. Jason had no choice. He ventured out to find medicine, leaving Anna behind to care for their child. He never came back. Days passed. Then Anna went looking. She found him, lifeless, lying in the woods. His hands still gripped the medicine and food he had found. Even in death, he had only one thought: his family. Anna knelt beside him, tears in her eyes, and gave him a final farewell. She returned to the car, now realizing she was completely alone. As the supplies began to run low, Anna was forced to leave her daughter secured in the car while she foraged. Now back in the present, we return to the same forest. Anna still survives, barely. We see her collecting insects and animal droppings, even digging near trees for edible bugs. Spotting a red-berried bush, she eats a handful, but within moments, she collapses. The berries were poisonous. Her body convulses as she vomits. For a brief moment, she wishes it would all just end. We then see her collecting her own urine, reusing it for survival. She covers her car with a paste made from animal waste, disguising her scent from the infected monsters that roam the woods. Her only option is to raid nearby houses, but that means risking an encounter with the creatures. Anna prepares herself. She cuts her arm, collects her own blood in a cup, and once again smears animal waste over her body to mask her scent. Holding a weapon tight, she sets out. She only has 4 bullets left. At a nearby house, she rigs a distraction. She places her music player inside, covers it in blood, and plays a song to draw the infected away. Then, sneaking through the back, she quickly grabs whatever canned food she can find. The plan works until she kicks a trash can by accident. The noise alerts nearby creatures. Anna runs, adrenaline pumping, but a fence catches her, ripping open her belly. Blood gushes, and the infected begin closing in. Thinking fast, she dumps a bucket of urine over herself to hide the scent, wades into a nearby stream, and quickly bandages the wound. Back at her car, she opens her bag, only to find most of the food is gone, lost during the escape. Only 2 cans remain. Heartbroken but determined, she turns around and retraces her steps, hoping to recover the lost cans. But on the road, she stumbles upon a wounded man and a young girl. The man is unconscious with a serious head wound, and the girl sits beside him, frightened and alert. The girl's name is Olivia, and the man is Chris. At first, Anna fears he might be infected, but after careful inspection, she sees no signs of the virus. He's just badly hurt. Anna decides to help them. Back at her camp, she offers shelter. Olivia explains that Chris is her stepfather, not her biological dad. He and her mother were planning to marry before the virus destroyed everything. Anna offers the car for them to rest, but Olivia insists on staying close to Chris, choosing to sleep in the tent with him. By morning, Chris is still unconscious. Olivia and Anna talk. Olivia reveals they're traveling north, hoping to find safety, maybe a place untouched by the infection. Later that night, Chris finally wakes up. Olivia is relieved and overjoyed. Anna gently asks about their journey. Chris confirms they're heading north. He hopes there's still a place in the world where life can feel normal again. Looking around Anna's well-built camp, Chris comments, "You've done a great job here, but someone could kill you for it." Then, almost casually, he asks, "Is your car's tank full?" Anna lies. "No gas," she says quickly. But something feels off. She doesn't really know Chris or his intentions. As if sensing her doubt, Chris begins to speak again. He thanks her for helping him. "These days, no one helps anyone," he says. "I won't forget what you did." Then, he opens up. He tells Anna about his wife, how she was infected, how he locked her away to protect himself and Olivia. And when her screams became unbearable, he ended her suffering himself. Anna listens silently, stunned. That evening, as the sun sets, she sees Chris and Olivia at the lake. They're laughing, splashing, almost too carefree. Anna watches from a distance, unsettled. They don't act like stepfather and daughter. And in a world drowned in sorrow, Their cheerfulness feels out of place, like her pain has been erased, forgotten. Later, while fishing, Chris and Anna talk again. But when she tells him to be more serious, Chris doesn't like her tone. The tension grows. Something about him feels wrong. That night, he finally asks her, why did she speak to him so coldly earlier? Anna takes a deep breath, trying to keep her voice steady. She says it's because everything they have, this shelter, this life, hangs by a thread. One mistake could end it all. Her words are heavy, filled with the grief of everything she's lost. Chris listens silently and then nods. He understands her pain. The next morning, something begins to shift. Olivia's behavior changes. She watches Chris with eyes filled not just with affection, but something deeper, something confused. A look of admiration, or something else. And when Chris casually asks where Anna is, Olivia snaps. She explodes in frustration, demanding to know why they haven't left yet. She insists they should head north immediately. Chris remains calm. He reminds her that Anna helped them, gave them shelter when no one else would. He says they can't leave without telling her, not after everything she's done. Hearing that only makes Olivia angrier, though she says nothing. Later that day, Anna notices Chris has quietly set aside some of the canned food she gave them. Curious, she asks why. Chris explains it's for the road ahead. They don't know what they'll find out there. Anna offers more, 2, maybe 4 cans, but he shakes his head. You'll need more than us, he says sincerely. And then, he asks her to come with them. There's something honest in his voice that reaches her. For a moment, she's tempted. But then she lowers her eyes and softly replies, no. This forest, this camp, it's not just shelter. It holds the memories of her husband and daughter. She doesn't know what waits beyond the trees. But here, at least, she still feels close to them. Time passes. The bond between Anna, Chris, and Olivia grows stronger. They share meals, tell stories, and enjoy quiet moments of peace. But Olivia starts to feel uneasy. She sees how close Chris and Anna are becoming, and one day, she finally asks Chris, do you care about her because she reminds you of Mom? Chris answers gently, no, Anna has been through so much. She's alone, just like us. Maybe if we stay together, we can help each other survive. Later, while spending time with Anna, Olivia starts to open up. Anna shares more stories from her past, stories of her daughter. Her voice trembles. And then a painful memory returns. One day, Anna had left her daughter locked safely in the car while she went out to find food. Inside a nearby house, she killed an infected woman. Blood splattered on her clothes, but in her panic, she forgot to clean herself. She rushed back to her crying daughter, picked her up, and held her close. That moment, that hug, is what passed the infection to her child. Back in the present, Olivia becomes sure of her feelings. She wants to tell Chris what's in her heart. But what she doesn't know is, everything is about to change. That night, while Olivia sleeps in the tent, Chris and Anna talk inside the car. He tries one more time to convince her. We could have a fresh start, he says. Slowly, their conversation becomes emotional. They end up in each other's arms, falling asleep together. Olivia sees them from the tent. Her heart breaks. She feels betrayed by the 2 people she trusted the most. In silence, she steals all the food supplies and leaves the camp alone. By morning, the car's trunk is open. The food, all gone. Olivia, missing. Panic sets in. Then, they hear screams in the distance. They rush into the woods. Olivia had headed north, alone, but along the way, a zombie woman attacked her. Screaming, Olivia runs back the way she came. Chris catches up to her just in time, but the creature lunges. Anna arrives, ready to help, but she left the bullets at camp, grabs it from her, and fights the zombie off. After a violent struggle, he kills it. Suddenly, we're pulled back into Anna's past. We see her daughter, now visibly infected. In pain. Weak. Anna, heartbroken, sits beside her. She blames herself. She knows that hug, that blood on her clothes, caused it. She searches desperately for a cure, but finds nothing. Finally, Anna makes the most devastating decision of her life. She crushes an aspirin tablet, mixes it into powdered milk, and gives it to her daughter. Moments later, her child quietly passes away in her arms. The story returns to the present. Chris is ready to leave again. With Olivia safe, he asks Anna one last time, come with us. She wants to refuse, but this time, his words cut deeper. There's nothing left here, he says. Your family is gone. This place won't keep you alive. But we can. After a long, painful silence, Anna agrees. She reveals that she's been saving fuel, but still needs more food. So, they decide. One final run. A nearby house. Chris will create a distraction while Anna and Olivia enter from the back. At first, everything goes smoothly. But once inside, Olivia betrays Anna. She strikes her from behind with a heavy object, knocking her out cold. She grabs the food and screams loudly to lure the zombies inside. Her plan? Let the creatures kill Anna. But she makes one fatal mistake. She forgets to mask her scent. As she flees and lies to Chris, claiming Anna is dead, the zombies pick up her trail too. They're now chasing her. Meanwhile, Anna awakens. She sees the horde closing in. Calm and composed, she grabs a nearby jug of urine and pours it over herself, masking her scent just in time. She escapes into the forest and heads back to camp. What she finds there shatters her. The zombies have reached Chris and Olivia. Without hesitation, Anna attacks. One by one, she brings them down. But there's only one bullet left, and she has to make a choice. Chris or Olivia. After a painful pause, Anna chooses Olivia. She pulls the trigger and watches as the man who once gave her hope is torn away by death. Anna and Olivia flee, barely alive. As they sit in the car, Olivia leans into Anna's shoulder, weeping with guilt. She realizes now just how much Anna has suffered and how cruel she had been. Anna, on the other hand, stares blankly into the trees. She has lost everything again. Everyone she allows into her heart dies. Overwhelmed by grief, she lets out a broken, heart-wrenching scream into the silent forest. And with that, the story ends. So that's it. Hope you enjoy the story. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.